Hi everyone, welcome. I am Maggie of maggiesbliss.com, meeting a little earlier than originally planned. All is well. So hopefully you're having an amazing Friday. We are here for a Libra full moon sacred sound journey. And here's your virtual smudge. Got the sun beating down on me, so I was like, well, let's see how long it lasts. I'll let the sun just come in. I love it. The natural light, it's all about that. Bring it in, get outside whenever you can, whether the sun is hidden or not, so you could just soak up nature, soak up the light codes from the sun. Oh, so good. So when you're smudging, we know that we should get it into our hands, where we send and receive the most energy, our feet, and our head, and just all around the body. So if you have some white sage, Palo Santo, or whatever your choice is, bring it, burn it. Because not only are we in a Libra full moon tomorrow, at basically right around noontime for Pacific time and 3 p.m., just before 3 p.m. Eastern time in the US. So wherever you are. We are celebrating it tomorrow. I think, if I read it correctly, I think in Australia it's happening for them, smack dab on Easter for them, which is really cool. Brings in that extra energy. So, along with the Aries Sun, Fire, Air for Libra full moon, we're experiencing the Christ consciousness light codes and upgrades, as well as the solar flares I've been having this week. You watched my live on Wednesday for the collective energy reading, but we're here in this heightened energy. So we have the full moon that's making it, magnifying everything, right? And this is my Jesus candle. I couldn't find one for Mary Magdalene. There are plenty of the Mother Mary, so I should have gotten that one, but I didn't think about it. Do I have one? I think I have an angel one today. You find these at the dollar store and some grocery stores, right? And they're cheap enough and awesome. So I wanted to represent, because as I said on Wednesday, Christ means enlightened. And Jesus Christ was enlightened. And so was Mary Magdalene. So when you watch that collective reading, it will hopefully help explain that. But just really quick, it's very appropriate to mention it again, that Mary Magdalene was finally acknowledged. I believe it was the end of last year, possibly beginning of this year, but she was acknowledged that she wasn't the whore they made her out to be. They took her out of the books. I hope they put her back in. I don't know if they can. It's been a long time. They could at least acknowledge that she was equal to him, to Jesus, and was his partner. They worked together, right? Their goal with bringing everyone into that more peaceful, uplifted, enlightened state of being. So I'm going to put this over here so I don't drop the candle. It'll probably go out if it did drop, but just so I don't accidentally do it, because that can happen. So let's talk Libra and Aries. So we have the Aries Sun. My birthday was on the 13th, Wednesday, so I got that Aries Sun, and that's bringing in that Phoenix energy, right? That fiery transmutation, creativity, and take action energy, where then we have our full moon, which is the element of air. And air, what does air do to fire, right? It's going to fan the flames. And Libra is all about balance. And I have a Libra, I'm Libra rising, so think about this. Are you Libra sun, rising, or moon? That's the trifecta of the main things that you would want to check out to get to know yourself more. And then if you want to go down the rabbit hole deeper into your astrology, you can. So the sun is your life path, who you are becoming as you go through your life. So hopefully as you get towards, 30s, 40s, definitely 50s and later, you're into the more evolved sun sign self, whatever that is for you. For me, Aries. Hopefully my impatience as an Aries fire sign goes away. No, but you manage what your challenges are and you work on it. The astrology is just another archetype to help us get to know who we are, where our challenges are, help understand other aspects of ourselves, and then also work on transcending it all. So then if it's for Libra or any sign, right? What is your moon sign? Your moon sign is your, right? It's where the sun is the masculine, right? Moon is the feminine. The moon is the subconscious, your deepest desires, who you would be when no one's watching. So for me, it's an earth sign for Taurus, which helps with the air and the fire and all of that stuff, right? So, but if, and the sign in your moon is usually when you will take more of the shadow aspects of that sign. Then we have our rising sign, which is your mask. What people see before they get to know your sun sign self, whatever that is, and how you rise to the occasion. I'm Libra rising, so I have that powerful trifecta going on, and at least those three are all different signs, which brings a little more balance. I don't have a lot of water in my chart. Talked about that on Wednesday, but so where is that for you? If Libra's in one of these three placements, you might be feeling this full moon extra strong, and just smelling that white sage, so good. So with the combination, so that's what I was guided for our journey today, and we'll see where we go, because I don't always know everything until I'm in it and channeling, but we will be doing that aspect of, okay, what is being transmuted? Phoenix, right? What is being burned to ash? And what part of your shadow is just needing to be revealed and worked on and worked through? Some parts of our shadow is like, nope, gotta transmute that shit, let go. And then at most is just a matter of just working through the emotions, the mental, and accepting, right, our shadow side. Our shadow side is very, we don't want to always acknowledge it. We want to try to hide it, but instead let it come to the surface. That's where amazing artwork comes, creativity, and your golden shadow shines when you're able to finally like really work through whatever was hidden. And then, so now, see where you're at. Are you Libra Sun? It's your life path, who you are becoming. So let's think about this. So for Libras, their shadow is basically the opposite of what their light side is. The Libras love to smile. Many of them can be people pleasers. They are fair. They want equality and balance. They're very social. They can be. Where I'm Libra rising, I'll take some of the lighter aspects of Libra, but I'm an introvert, so I'm not like as social as some, but sometimes that just pops out because that's just a part of who I am when I can settle into a situation. But remember what introverts and extrovert actually means. As an introvert, everyone needs people and everyone needs alone time, but an introvert requires more downtime out in nature, meditation, in order to recharge. An extrovert requires more people time, getting out there in the world, and only a little bit of that alone time in comparison to an introvert who still needs the people connection, but more of that alone time and connection to earth. So, and that will play a part into like your soul's mission, I'm sure. Right? So the Libras, when they're in their shadow, can be manipulative. They can be unfair. They can try to, monopolize a situation somehow, right? Manipulate. But usually with a Libra, you're going to see that they want equality. They want fairness, and they will fight for it sometimes and be like, that is not fair. We need to make this equal. But often, like, they are Switzerland. They are neutral. They're like the middle child, right? These two fighting, and they're like trying to bring peace to both sides of it, trying to reconcile it within themselves, and then bring that peace, right? So we'll go into our journey today with the quartz singing bowls. So that's what I have. I use quartz singing bowls for the sound journey. Some people use the Tibetan bowls. Bells. I have bells and drums. Sometimes I'll pull my drum out, but today it's all about the singing bowls. So I have all of them. The one I just showed you is my third eye bowl, tuned to the third eye. It's quartz and moldavite. Love that because moldavite's all about the cosmos, the cosmic consciousness and that connection to the galaxy. But I have all the other ones for the chakras, and also my soul star bowl, which is so big. Oh my gosh, I love it. So that one's 13 inches wide, and I was able to, with the Ohm shop, I was able to choose how I wanted it to be tuned, 432 hertz or to 440 with that baseline, right? Way back, it was always 432, which is what the heartbeat of Earth is said to resonate with. Somewhere along the line, someone said, let's change it to 440. No idea why. The theory is that it was to get us off tune with our natural rhythm, 432. So I love that bowl a lot. I love all my bowls. But if you've never done full moon sacred sound journey, if you never had a sound healing, this is the same as like Reiki or massage, where it's going to bring the stuff up to be released. You're going to want to drink a ton of extra water when we're done, and then process. You might have more unusual dreams, all that fun stuff. So we are going in. So what happens, especially if you're in the room with the singing bowls or sound healing, you might find that there are certain body parts that will become numb. Often those are the ones that need the healing, that area, something's going on, which is interesting to note. And if you're in the room, it may not feel as intense with, like, try headphones when you're listening to the recording, but what was I going to say? In the room. So sometimes it gives you this I need to leave the room energy, right? And try to stick it out, because that's often just the cells are reorganizing and getting rid of the lower frequency vibrational energies that are not in resonance with you. So this is bringing you back to your harmonious resonance, your healthy, healed self. So let's get to it. So like I said, not only are we're intermingling with the Aries Phoenix energy in our journey and the air of Libra. So think about what's being released, what needs to be released, transmuted, and gone. And we'll come to that during our journey. And then where, right? Libra's air. So it's eagle condor energy, rising above. So to have a higher perspective. So what in your life can you step out of the situation, even hover above it and watch, and have that higher perspective of, okay, sometimes we're not always going to know. Sometimes we are not meant to know all of the details. So, but sometimes we can just step back and have a higher awareness of either understanding, of, okay, I know that this is what it is, right? Energy is not good, not bad. It just is. And it's a matter of our intentions watching it, right? So I was just telling, who was I telling yesterday, a couple of days ago, my daughter's girlfriend, about the quantum physics. Have you guys heard this? Where they, how scientists do their studies and they watch and they observe and they take notes and data and do the thing. What they found in quantum physics is, if there is a watcher watching what's happening when it's happening, the observer plays a part in the outcome of that thing, of the atom, of the cell, of the whatever's going on. So your awareness shifts the energy of what you're watching, what you're doing, who you are, right? We're powerful creators, and we need to remember that we're creating everything. We've created and set up our blueprint for life. We're here, and we're creating as we go. And we need to listen to our heart chakra, right? Drop into the heart, listen to the truth within our soul, and listen to that on our path, right? Remember my tagline for decades, right? Follow your bliss. It's your spiritual compass, and it's true. Your heart, your bliss, your joy, everything. It's your truth, and that's where you're meant to flow. So let's think about that as you go into the journey. Maybe you have an intention that you want to set on this full moon, because it's building. We're already in it. We're feeling the energies of it now. We're going to feel it on the day tomorrow, and then we're going to feel it the day after as it starts to go. But this full moon is magnifying Easter, what many people are celebrating. the rise of Jesus Christ, right? And Mary Magdalene's in that energy. So we're going to be bringing in, right? This energy is calling in more light codes, frequencies, vibrations, Christ consciousness. So we're going to embody that energy with our intention. So what's your intention with your journey today? Do you want to open up more to those light codes coming in? Is there something about your soul's mission that you want it to be more in alignment with your true passion? Is it something to do with career, love, relationships? Libras are about being social and connecting, and relationships may play a part. And then we can dive down the rabbit hole. Is your Libra in the relationship house, which I believe is the 7th? Then, right, you take the rabbit hole of astrology, it takes you deeper. So what needs to be released? Maybe you don't know and you're like, no, I just want to go for the ride and allow my higher self, like you will call on your higher self and just say, higher self, my team, my light team, which is made up of angels, spirit guides, star beings, animal guides, all of your tribe, right? Your light team. Ask them to act on your behalf for your highest and best good and the highest best good of all. And then you're covered, and then they will bring up something for you. You'll learn something, you'll have some sort of message either during the journey, or you might start to receive messages after. A knowing, you'll hear a conversation, a part of it, and you'll know it's for you. A song, synchronicities keep coming. So you set the intention and the ball is rolling after that. It's a ripple effect. It will bring to you what you're asking for. So set the intention to release, right? And transmute like the phoenix rising from the ashes. We're going to rise from those ashes, and then we're going to fly and see a higher perspective, a truth, what can bring us back to balance in ourselves. We have light and shadow, and we need to balance the both. We need to accept both and balance them. Some people are like, too far in the light, too in the clouds, too like, life is not as exciting per se. Or they're too in the shadow, and they're too in the dumps of depression or anxiety or even hatred and jealousy, all the lower vibrational emotions. So then we need to say, okay, what do we need to integrate on the shadow side? What do we need to balance with our light side? If you're too heavy in the shadow side, you need to come back and maybe take in a little bit more extra light so it brings the pendulum back to center to balance you with both. So let's see where that comes during our journey. So as for crystals, I'd love to see Libras with something that, because sometimes they can get too in their head because it's the air sign, it's mental. But something that will bring peace to them. So I didn't bring an example of lepidolite helps with anxiety. That could be something that comes up. Lepidolite will help. It has micronized lithium on its surface, and it's to reduce anxiety and bring peace. I would love to see you also with amethyst. Purple amethyst, my totem stone, I love it, is powerful for bringing peace. It's great for detox. If you're going through that, it helps you sleep at night. I'd also love to see Libras with something for the throat chakra to help them communicate better, more smoothly, to bring out their voice so that they don't hide as trying to be Switzerland with balancing other people. Sometimes they hide their own part and they need to step forward with their own voice, but also communicate effectively, efficiently in their Libra way. But this is blue kyanite, beautiful, it's amazing. And I've told the story before, but I got it with the intention of getting it for myself. And then it came and it just basically said, no, I'm for your clients and your students and your peeps. So this is for you guys, this energy of blue kyanite, which brings all of your chakras into alignment just with this one stone, and as well, very much so, throat chakra for the voice. But I'd also love to see Lapis Lazuli with the Libras, because Lapis Lazuli helps with the throat chakra, and it's also wonderful for empowerment, right? Think goddess Isis, right? And Cleopatra, that like power as a feminine, right? So we need balance in both, right? But if we're coming in here as feminine gals, we're to embrace that and not hide it. We're not hiding that. So let's reveal our true self. So Lapis Lazuli is blue. You'll know that it's truly Lapis Lazuli when, I don't know if you're going to see it, when you see the little gold speckles inside it, that is a helpful hint that you have a good Lapis Lazuli piece. And Lapis Lazuli literally means blue stone. So have that. For the Aries side of things, for the sun, you might want a little carnelian. This is a beautiful orange carnelian piece. And got it from Marcia Clark in Rhode Island. So if you're watching the recording, I got it from you. Carnelian is said to be the caffeine stone, and it really helps bring the energy to you. It's great for your sacral chakra, creativity, right? Fire, and spark that light, that creativity, and go. So I have all of those, one of those, any stone that calls to you. Maybe it's just quartz, or just work with the stones that I've showed you as well, like the energy of them coming to you. And then I also have 2 essential oils. I was called to get Satnam. It's a blend of all essential oils with pure essential oils from Sage Goddess, Satnam. Satnam is Satanama, right? Satnam is truth in name. So it is about being your authentic true self, right? In that way. But it has, I believe, geranium and 2 other that I don't remember essential oils in it. I don't even know if it's for sale anymore. It might be sold out on her website. So for essential oils, you would do wrist for what you do, third eye for what you know, and then ankles for where you go. And that's where you send and receive the most energy, those main gateways. And it gets into all of your meridians, the meridian lines, right? Because it only takes 3 seconds for essential oils to get into your skin. So put that over there. Oh my God, I love that smell. If you don't want to wear it, or you're highly sensitive and allergic, you can just use scent magic and breathe it in, either 3 full deep breaths or do 7, right? So then I have a blend of Ganesha. It's called Ganesha for clarity, integration, which is so great for our journey today. I made the blend. I don't remember what's in it. But it was called in during ritual and group, and the energy of Ganesha was called in, the energy of clarity. And then you might do wrists for where you go, what you do, third eye for what you know, ankles for where you go. But I was also I put a little at my thyroid area, on my throat. Sometimes I do my heart, right? So allow whatever you want to pull in. It's great. I also have, you can do flower essence under the tongue, hold it for 10 to 30 seconds, and then let the high vibration sink in. You start to feel like that higher vibrational, cleansing effect. I love it. So grab your stones, have palms facing up in a good receptive position. If you want, you can have your stone. I love it when my stones touch my skin. So you could put it on your shirt. Wherever you want it to be. So if you have something you want right over that throat, the third eye. Sometimes when I put on my third eye, if it's not real small, it's going to fall off during the meditation, but that's okay. If you're laying down. If you don't want to fall asleep, stay seated. It's your choice, right? And if you're asleep, it's because your guides just needed you to be out to really send in the energy for it. So just allow yourself to go with the ride, see where it goes. If you want to stay with me, so sometimes people I want to follow your journey, but they're taking me here. So go over to this place. This is recorded, and you can watch it again too if you wanted to see if you were meant to go on that journey officially, right? The whole thing. But go where your guides are leading you, and let's begin. So quartz singing bowls are what I'm going to be using today. Let's think. So you have your essential oils. When we create a circle, we want to use all 4 elements as well as something that represents spirit for you. So we have earth with our stones and our herbs with when I did the white sage for you guys. Air is in the smoke when I burn the sage, and fire when I burn the sage, right? And I have it with our candle over here. I had to get it out of the camera site so I don't drop it. And then we have water with our essential oils, or you can have water in a bowl nearby if you want to help send some of that ick after your journey into the bowl, and then dump the bowl down into earth for transmutation. So those are some options. So let's begin. So close your eyes. Take 3 deep waves of breathing. Drop the shoulders down away from the ears. Breathe fully and deeply in through the nose. Fill the belly, the diaphragm, the lungs. Exhale out through the nose or the mouth. Allow the breath to descend back down to the bottom of your belly. perhaps pulling the navel in towards the spine to empty out more of that stagnant air. Breathe fully and deeply in. Exhale, release. Breathe in light from 360 degrees into your heart center. Exhale, release what no longer serves you through your feet deep into Gaia. Come back to a natural rhythm of breathing. Drop the shoulders, relax. Feel the energy within and around you slowing down. Begin to feel and see a beautiful, bright bubble of white light surrounding your entire aura and energy. Anything positive or negative that would do you harm is not allowed to flow near. We call in our guides, angels, archangels, God, Goddess, the Divine, the Source Creator that created us to be here now to guide us, protect us, work with us and through us, and heal us on our journey. Guardians, angels, archangels, gatekeepers of the horizontal force, the vertical force, beginning in the east, element of air, Archangel Raphael, I invite you in. Eagle, condor, rising above the tree line, gaining a higher perspective. The element of air for our full moon in Libra. Turning clockwise to south, element of fire. Archangel Michael resides here. Fire is transmutation, purification, creativity. The rising phoenix, purified, rising up, transcending the old and birthing new. Death and rebirth here. Turn to the direction of west, element of water. Archangel Gabriel resides here. Water is cleansing and purification. It's also to feel our emotions, allow them to rise up rather than be buried and become shadow work later. We connect to the panther here, who shows us the way across the rainbow bridge to have no enemies in this world of the next. And now we turn to the direction of north, element of earth. Archangel Uriel resides here. Earth turns all into fertilizer, transmutes in that way. Here we connect to the stone people, the tree people, the plant people, the crystal people. The archetype of hummingbird resides here, showing us to drink from the nectar of life, our joy, our bliss, love. It is what energizes us and fuels us. Here we also connect to the ancient ones, the luminous ones, the medicine men and women of the past that have done the work, crossed into the light, our inhaled space. We invite you in to be here now, in this now moment. We also invite in our future luminous self from 10,000 years in the future to be in this present now moment. And now we also invite in Archangel find yourself walking towards a beautiful river, the full moon reflecting on the water. As you step to the edge of the water, you notice a canoe waiting for you. The canoe is lined with silk and silk pillows. You step into the canoe, perhaps lying back, as the canoe knows where to go. Once you are inside, the canoe takes you on a beautiful trip down the river. You gaze up at the stars, enjoying this gentle ride on the water. Peaceful and serene, a gentle breeze. Enjoying the flow of the water as you float across the river. Soon you feel the canoe slowing down, pulling over to the bank, the side, meeting the grass, allowing you to step out of the canoe, back on the grass. You begin your walk under the blanket of stars. You notice a fire off in the distance. You approach this beautiful fire. Here before this sacred fire, you ponder now your intention. You ponder what needs to be released now, what needs to be purified, what needs to be sent into that fire and burned to ash, what needs to be transmuted into new vibrant energy. This is for you and you alone to bring to the surface, to send into the fire. You may know what it is, or you may ask for assistance. Here in this human life, there will be something that is ready for release. Be grateful for the lessons you have learned from this. It has made you who you are now. But it is time to send it on its way, to create new vibrant energy from the old, to assist in this rebirth. Notice who steps forward for you first. Is it Jesus or is it Mary Magdalene? Perhaps they both come to you together. Jesus wants you to know there is nothing to fear. You are worthy of love and this connection. You are worthy of your path to joy and light and peace. If there is anything on your body that needs physical healing, Jesus may lay his hands for you now to assist, sending light, sending love. Mary Magdalene wants you to know that not only are you love, at your very core you are love. You are made of love, and love is your magic. Loving yourself is important. It makes it much more fulfilling when loving others. Honor your sovereignty. thank the great guardians, angels, archangels, gatekeepers for their energy, their protection, their messages as well. And we release you. And as all of your energy steps back and is released, we ask that you continue the work in the background for the highest and best good of all always. And just taking a moment, if you have stones or crystals, to hold them up to your mouth and blow into them. This is going to allow for more of what has been received during this journey to be sent into your crystals and stones, to come and unpack in right divine timing for you as you work with those crystals in the future. And when you're done, just turn your hands down to Gaia, down to Mother Earth. Send all that has been released now, one final time for transmutation into pure light. And Gaia can take it, transform and transmute it, sending it around the planet for the highest and best good of all always. So I hope you had an amazing journey. I hope you will enjoy your full moon, the full moon energies. Happy Easter for those celebrating, and the beautiful Christ consciousness energies, frequencies, vibrations coming in, and the energies of those, the solar energy that's coming in is just making it, magnifying everything. And please remember to join me in Sedona, May 18th, 19th, and 20th for Integrated Energy Therapy Attunements on the Vortexes. So you have 3 days, 3 attunements with the angels, right? IT is all about the angels. 3 vortexes, 3 days, 3 attunements. Now, if you're already attuned and you only want to do, maybe you would only want to do basic. So you can pick and choose your days, but if you're choosing intermediate or advanced, I just need to see your prior certificate in order to do the next 2 days, or you can come observe, but you won't be certified until you start with basic to get that going for you. So let me know, right? Because you're able to take all 3 days or take one of the 3 days if that's your preference. I'm here. So go to maggiesbliss.com, upcoming events. So you can either just go to maggiesbliss.com, click on upcoming events, or there's a link in this post right now to take you there. It's maggiesbliss.com/upcoming-events. So I thought it was easier to just go to my website and click the option. So do that, sign up for that. And I am always still flowing through the year with my Mystic Soul Priestessing course. So if that interests you as well, all the classes are recording. There are 3 a month. You can either sign up from the beginning to now and continue, or you can pick and choose your months, whatever works for you. That will be under my maggiesbliss.com. It's online and in-person classes tab. You'll see it's like the first option, or you can go maggiesbliss.com/priestessing, and that will take you there to find out more about that. So have an amazing full moon day, TGIF for us. But blessed be in Munay.